Willie, can you walk us through your complaints with the officials there as best you can without getting fined and what was going through your mind?
Yeah, sure. I disagreed with the foul and the technical that Jose got. And, I kind of voiced my displeasure with it and pretty animated about how I felt about it.
This one seemed to get away starting in the third quarter.
Yeah.
What changed? Again, a tale of two halves, just the reverse of last night?
We got to be consistent. And right now, we're not. And it's the common theme with our group over the last, 4 or 5 games or so is that it's always one quarter where it just gets away. And it's something I got to figure out and something our team has to figure out. And we will, but right now we're just going through it, and we have to pick up our juice and be consistent doing it.
What'd you think about, Brandon playing in his first game in 2 months?
Great to have him out there. Started the game really well, moving the ball. He's knocking off some rust, which we expected. But we'll continue to stick together, and we'll get healthier, and get after it. But tonight was not our night. Give the Timberwolves credit. They came in here and their third quarter sparked their run, and we couldn't get it back.
Yeah, what do you feel like you guys just could have done better in that third quarter, which kind of decided that game?
We got to play with a sense of urgency. We didn't do that. That's every quarter. It's every second, every minute that we step on the floor. There has to be a level and a standard. And right now we're having slippage in that area.
And just what did you think about just the way he was moving around out there? He talked about a lot of it is just getting confidence back, feeling good, pushing off the foot. Just what did you think about just the way he was able to move and explode off the foot tonight?
I thought Brandon was solid for the minutes that he played, and I think he'll continue to get better as he plays more minutes, more games, more practices.
And what about Naji as well? It looked like he was shaking off a little bit of rust too. How much just with those two guys just not being right, how much did that kind of affect the offense as well?
Well, we expected it. We expected rust from Brandon, rust from Naji. It's a part of it, but that doesn't negate the fact that we have to play with more of a sense of urgency across the board. I thought our defense was solid. We got to attack and transition. There's some things we can do better offensively, and right now we're just not doing it.
More to the offense, especially in that second and third quarter. Do you feel like you were getting the shots you wanted? They just weren't falling for you guys right there?
I feel like they just punched us in the mouth in the third quarter. And when we got hit, we said, okay, in fourth quarter now we're deciding that we want to play. We can't do that. NBA is too hard to win in this league to allow a team to score 39 points. So even if we're getting the looks that we want, we got to execute them.
Since you were on the road and said you guys haven't been yourself defensively, you've put together a few good defensive performances. Like you said, tonight was solid. They only got 4 offensive rebounds. Do those things inspire hope that, hey, just like small tweaks away from getting back on track?
Sure. Yeah. We're not far away from being where we want to be, but that's how close it is in the NBA. The top teams from the bottom teams, it's an 8 to 10 point difference, and so defensively, I think we're kind of doing what we would do. We have our identity. Offensively, we got to get it back.
Yeah, Coach, about that offensive identity, it just seems that one of the bigger things there's just been some stagnancy with the ball movement, player movement, screens, just all of those things that earlier in the season the Pelicans were a fast-moving offensive team, the 0.5 that you've always talked about. Now, these last 7 games in particular, it seems the team is moving at a much slower pace, and the assists are down, turnovers up.
Yep.
Is it a mental? Have you reached a wall as a team at this point of the season? Is it something that where you want to reinforce the basics, or is it just the myriad of combinations of all the things that have happened over the last month?
It's a combination, but we're in the toughest stretch of our season as far as games, and as we're going through this stretch, we're also missing guys. So we're asking guys to take once again, steps up. And sometimes our guys think that means, more dribbles, more shots, but it means more deflections, more rebounds, run harder, set better screens. They understand that, but those are the points that we got to get across. We'll be fine. It's a part of it. It's a part of our growth. We have to go through this. We'll stay together. We'll continue to grind, and we'll get back on track.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay, thank you guys.